We've all heard the staggering numbers in the worst earthquake in tsunami in Japan's history. Nearly 15,000 have died. An estimated 11,000 are still missing. Well, Laura, in this series this week, you've met so many people, and tonight you talk with the survivors. Yeah, and I see with people who are trying to help them. As we know, Paula, for the people who have survived, so many have lost their family, their homes, their friends. So photographer Rex von Arswald and I, we traveled to Minami-san Riku this time, where by most accounts, no one town lost more people in disaster. There, we met a doctor, though, from Hawaii, trying to help those who are living with that reality.
와, 진짜 예쁘다.
예, 아래?
This is Dr. Nobu Harada, a University of Hawaii and Kukua-Kalihi Valley Center doctor. Now a doctor in a place like no other.
前の方がいいかな。
overwhelming in all the categories. You go downhill and your view opens up and it's like nothing. The scary part is you get used to it. Now I don't even pay attention to the smashed car, flipping upside down. It's like, oh yeah, I see this every single day.
No hospitals, no signs, no homes, except the ones high on hills. Even nearby towns, the ones he thought could help.
How did Ishinomaki look like?
It was bad.
We usually send out really sick patients to Ishinomaki, but they said,
おばあちゃん静かにして。
so basically we're kind of
This is Minami-san Riku. Right now we're standing on the grounds of what used to be a middle school. Rescue teams in the area say they're expecting at least 40% of the population to leave for good.
I'm not sure what we can do because I think the whole community is going to disappear.
And this is Minami-san Riku as the tsunami wave rolled in. The water swallowing the entire valley, a wave by some estimates reaching more than 52 feet high. People who escaped to higher ground had no choice but to wait and watch in horror. A town of some 20,000. It's estimated half have died.
That is the hospital that got crushed.
Harada, a primary care doctor, is here for a different role. He's part of a small team of specialists based out of Kumamoto, visiting shelters, evacuation camps, and focusing on helping the survivors psychologically. I would imagine sometimes you just don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of time there's a silence because we are here for psychiatric care, but that's just a tiny one aspect of what they need.
How are they doing?
They're
okay. However, the trouble is their school.
A lot of people lost their family, lost their job, lost their home, everything basically. It's just so overwhelming.
He says everyone here is suffering from PTSD, but the hardest part, when they leave for public housing or other cities. No shelter staff to keep an eye on them, no knowledgeable neighbor for insight, and all their medical records gone.
And so it was very difficult to share the information, and that is actually still a big problem. It's not solved at all.
Harada says the Kumamoto teams first planned to be here for 6 weeks. Now they're planning for 6 months. He's on his way home, but expects to be back sometime soon for a job they all know is just beginning.
Overwhelming. It's so overwhelming, so busy. I gotta do what I can do. Maybe when I go back to Hawaii and I have time to look back, and I might go through a tough time. But I'm here to help, and other people appreciate that, so that's keeping me up.
There's so many great people that we met there that are trying so hard, but you can see in their eyes they're so tired.
Yay!
About May 15th, so teams like
バッチリ撮れました。ありがとう。
本当に舞ちゃんに感謝です。
バッチリ撮れました。
ありがとうございます。
いえいえ。
みんなで押しかけて。
これで終わりかな。
どうだろうか。
Yeah, Dr. Dr. Wada, he actually is from Japan. He grew up there, and so he says, even for him, it took a while for the victims to open up, considering him a foreigner even. So he's concerned about that. He's concerned about the teams that he's working with because they rotate out about every 2 weeks. So not a lot of time to really make a difference.
What an experience that you two had.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe how it's impacted us, I think, but it might sound a little corny, but honestly, it makes me think about how much water I use, how much food I might be wasting, if I call my parents this week, so it kind of makes you, it really does make you appreciate things more, things that you have and the people that care for you, so it was a good experience in that sense.
It just makes you really appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so you obviously ended up getting a lot more than we've seen this week.
Yeah, and because of that, we're going to be adding a few more stories in the coming weeks. Then stay tuned for a 1-hour special on Friday, May 20th. Coming up soon. In the meantime, you can check out all of the stories on our website. Just go to the Hot
ウ
Topics
ェブサイトにもさ、いそうじゃない？ KITV.com だ。
Woman who can do anything and
すごかったね。
Coming up, we take a look at how much a mother's
渡辺フローラルだ。
from her family
あ、本当だ。
if she collected one.
And later in KITV4 Sports, it's championship
bad.
night in the state high school.
So he's saying that half of those people aren't even going to live there
from
anymore.
both title games tonight.